Wentworth, historically known to be home to a large coloured community in Durban, has about 25,000 residents. On the doorstep of big industries, it was disenfranchised by the previous regime and is still besieged by unemployment and poverty. And there's little hope, say community activists. Wentworth is notorious for the high number of substance abusers amongst the youth. But the problem is on the increase, with many youth needing treatment for drug addiction. The nearest government rehabilitation center is in nearby Newlands, but it's said to be under-resourced and has a long waiting list for patients, and families can't afford private facilities. These young men, who are recovered drug addicts, have managed to change their lives after receiving treatment. They are being trained to become chefs at a local youth center. They say they wouldn't have been able to quit their life of drugs and crime if they didn't get help.
I wasn't forced by anyone to start. I started out with the crew, peer pressure, as you know. Started smoking there, stopping it. I stopped it for a few months. I went back onto robbing people, and then I went to prison and stuff. So then when I came out, I realized now that I need to change my life, because that's not the way forward.
I started off in smoking cigarettes, bubbly, hookah pipe. Then we started putting tobacco in it, experimenting. From there, started smoking, drinking alcohol. From there, 2013, taking ecstasy. Stopped that time because I could see what it was doing to me.
Support organizations say there's a need for well-run centers which are easily accessible to communities.
The facilitations over there is very bad because the people come out, they run away, they don't stay their time that they supposed to be there for due for. So they'll come back and then they'll tell us that they're not really helping them or training them with anything, but they're just making them work and oppressing them. And then we have another one that I know is in Clearwood, which they also run away and come back because they say there's no food, and same thing that happens there happens over here. So we tend to find the young people coming right back onto the streets smoking drugs.
When they find themselves having to experience the issues of mental disorders or mental illness, they don't know where to go. If they do know where to go, the problem has always been money, to say, I do not have enough money to go to psychologists because it's expensive, right? So we want the government to actually build or convert some of the buildings that are abandoned in our communities or societies, to convert them into drug rehab centers, convert them again into mental health institutions within their homes, within the community, so that a person who does not have money to take a taxi or a bus to come to Durban or to go to the particular area to get help, they can actually walk into those areas.
The provincial government says it has an agreement to accommodate recovering drug addicts in private centers.
Yes, I must agree that we might not have as many as we want, but we do have three treatment centers in the province that we are currently using. We also have other NPOs that we work with where we buy beds, so that whenever our treatment centers are full, we can then be able to send people that need assistance there.
The province also has plans to build 2 more centers, one on the north and another on the south coast. Londhateb, SABC News, Durban.